Box Up TV, get ready to rumble, rumble, rumble.
This fight with Anthony Joshua happens, wants it for free and free to air and free on tickets, etc., etc. I mean, are you taking note of what he's saying at all? Or?
I think Tyson Fury's done something that is quite remarkable. He's done quite a lot of remarkable things. But one of the great skills, which I would love to have, is the ability to talk absolute bollocks and for people just to believe you. I mean, like, it was a week or two ago where he said, "I'm not coming out of retirement. You have to give me 500 million to bring me out of retirement." And then last week he said, "I'll fight Joshua for free." I mean, it doesn't take anyone with a great deal of common sense to go, "That don't make sense." Yet people go, "That is amazing." I've got people messaging me saying, "Sign the contract. Tyson's willing to do the fight for it." It's like, oh my God. It's so difficult to have a sensible conversation. But it's like when he says, "I'm going to give all my money away to the homeless." And everyone went, "What a nice guy. Do you know Tyson Fury gave his whole purse away to the homeless?" It's like, but, that's an ability that he has. My job in this very dangerous sport is to make sure that I always get my clients, my fighters, and at many moments my friends, what they deserve from this sport. So I certainly wouldn't let one of my fighters go into a fight, the biggest fight in boxing, and do it for free. Because I just wouldn't, and that's just being honest.
This is the more reason his fans should even be concerned. If you believe so much in his prowess, in his boxing prowess, you should be able to feel concerned about this. Tyson Fury is a boxer. He's not a god. He's not a demigod. So he's prone to make mistakes in his assertions, which are very obvious. His fans wouldn't have been encapsulated in this insult from Eddie Hearn if they were objective enough. He does well in boxing. He doesn't have to do well in logics and reasoning, because this is a senseless statement, really. Series of statements that are not coherent, incoherent, completely absurd. And now he is retired and he doesn't want to drop the belt, and now he's standing aloof and picking who he wants to fight. And why should you even fight for free? Isn't zero a big contradiction to 500 million? There are lots of figures in between. Why is it so sublime and inconsistent? Now you're asking Eddie Hearn to sign a deal with you of £0. What takes care of the cost of location? What takes care of the cost of logistics? What takes care of the cost of coverage of the event? The sponsorship of security, logistics, and operatives? Who pays the referee? Who pays the panel of judges in that fight? Is it the Zone that will cover that event, or Sky Sports? Who pays them? And above all, Eddie Hearn says that he understands the risks of the sport, and so he places a significant value on remuneration of his fighters, because they could go in there and die. And that correlates with what Tyson Fury is saying, that it's a risky sport and he doesn't want to risk his life. And so if anything could make him take a risk, then it should be minimum benchmark 500 million pounds. And now you're saying no money. How about the risk you were talking about? They might be beginning to see the likelihood of Anthony Joshua eliminating the threat, Alexander Usyk. So if Tyson Fury bluntly says he's retiring and he stands his ground, and eventually Anthony Joshua eliminates the threat, it will be difficult for him to come and say, yeah, I want to fight now. So he's quickly saving for the rainy day. He's making hay now while the sun shines, because he knows that peradventure Anthony Joshua eliminates his threat is making that ground for him to be able to come out and say he wants to fight Anthony Joshua. And you know what? He's eating Tyson Fury up right now. Undisputed. Tyson Fury is now listening to me, because I said in one of my videos that undisputed is much more important than undefeated. He loves legacy, but at the same time is so obsessed with zero loss. That's why he was aligning with Rocky Marciano. But at the same time, he wants to be one of the greats like Muhammad Ali, Lennox Lewis, Joe Louis, George Foreman, Joe Frazier. He wants to align with the Boxing Hall of Famers. How could you want to eat your cake and have it? Tell me. So to Tyson Fury fans, let's be objective enough and be ideological in reasoning some things out. Stay as his fan. No problem with that. But stay out of some certain things that are out of boxing, out of the ring. Tyson Fury is like every other normal human being. Eddie Hearn is not coming after him. He was the one who placed a call across to Eddie Hearn, so he deserves a response. And that response is the insult he got back. And this whole thing is coming up shortly after the address of WBC President Mauricio Suleiman, that they are giving Tyson Fury some little time to decide on what he wants to actually do. If he's retiring, then he has to drop the belts. So Tyson Fury, reflecting on the whole thing, I think is intelligent enough. So far so good. My predictions have been quite in line with subsequent happenings. I repeat vehemently that the results of Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua rematch that Tyson Fury says he's not interested in is his major point of interest. And if Anthony Joshua wins this rematch, Tyson Fury will come out after Anthony Joshua. He will do all his best to see that he takes all those belts from him and put on that badge of undisputed and now retire fully. This time he's going to drop all the belts and there will be no debates about whether he's fully retired or not. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If this is your first time on this channel, you're welcome. Kindly smash the subscribe button and turn on the notification icon. And if you are an old subscriber, thanks for supporting this channel, and it's bye for now.